Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Armor Gaming. Monster Soccer event starts in less than 22 hours from the time I'm recording this video. This video is going to be up before the event starts, so you guys can get my opinion on who I think you guys should breed. So, scrolling down to who's actually available, there's going to be 9 soccer monsters that are so rare they're not even in the monstergram. And here we have those 9 monsters. Aside from that, there's also going to be Monster Wood, lots of trailers to get gems, and crazy offers. But again, we're just going to be talking about the 9 soccer monsters who are going to be available and that aren't even in Monstergram. So starting off with the first monster, it's Rochanne. And most of these monsters have a pretty similar power, life, and speed. I'm not going to go into a deep analysis on each monster, but I'm just going to get into what makes them really good. So just looking at him, he has Harden, and Harden is one of the best traits to have in the game. And he also has 2 stun skills, I believe. Yeah, he has headshot, 50 damage, 2 cooldown, 30 stamina, and he has out of my way. So he has 2 stun skills, and he also has this attack which I really liked. It removes debuffs and heals by 35%, which in my opinion it's good. He also has just some pretty good damage moves. This one's even better. Heals 50% of life of target and clears his negative effects. So healing spray just targets one ally and removes negative effects from that ally, while half part heals 35% of life but removes negative effects of the whole team. So if your team is burned but one guy's like in serious damage, you heal him and you remove burn from all your team. So he's probably the best, or he's one of the best monsters from this event, so definitely he's worth breeding. Next we move on to Rockham, and like I said, very similar stats. Let me go back to the other monster. See, the only thing that changed are speed and life slightly, so there's not too big a difference on stats. He's immune to blind, which is, I guess it's slightly good. If he can't get his accuracy reduced by blind, then he has a fair chance. I mean, he can still be stunned, frozen, etc. So there's that. Now what I like about this guy is, I would say this guy's an attacker, and the reason he's an attacker, let me just go through all his moves. Funny enough, he has this move called Possession, which doesn't even possess, but yeah. 0 cooldown, right? All skill group 1, skill group 2, also all 0 cooldown. And look at the interesting accuracies, 98. So he does have this, deals moderate magic damage, 50% of applying a random debuff. I'm wondering if he has like all the debuffs that they've added to all the legendary monsters like Master Skill or ROFL, but who knows. According to this, it only shows burning, which is good, poison, which is good, daze, stun, which is good, energy points minus 100%. It doesn't even show freeze. So I'm a little curious about what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, it's still good. All 0 stamina. The only thing I don't like is the 50% of applying the random debuff. And moving down, we have Ball Owners. It just deals higher damage. It's still 0 cooldown, 28 stamina, and yeah, still 50% for random debuff. This is the move I really liked. You could easily make him an attacker with this move. 60 damage, 0 cooldown. It gives stamina leak, and it drains 20% of your stamina. So that's crazy. Going up against a legendary, they start off with 140, so 20%. They take an automatic, like 27, and then they give stamina leak, which takes away an extra 15 when it's their turn. And it's 0 cooldown. That's super good. So Rockanne is really good because of his 2 stun skills and that 50% heal / remove debuffs or team debuff remover. But Rockham, on the other hand, he's really good for that 60 damage skill that gives stamina leak and removes 20% of stamina. So awesome, all 0 cooldown moves, so you don't need to worry about anyone. And the next monster we have on the list is Rocksteiger. And again, look at stats again. Like, they change very slightly. I guess he does have a, no, yeah, they're all pretty the same. He's also immune to blind. And what's interesting about this monster is this guy's actually a combination of the last 2 monsters. So it's like you got Rockanne and you get Rockham and you mix them together and you end up with this guy. And he's super good. He's probably the best. And what makes him the best? 11 against 11. The same attack, just slightly weaker. So instead of being 60 damage, it's 50 damage. Instead of being 28 stamina, it's 26 stamina. And it still takes away 20% of energy, and it still gives stamina leak. But aside from that, I said he's a combo because check this out. 1 turn cooldown, divine tackle, 50 damage, stun, and I think it was aggressive defense, 35 damage. But that's not what we're after. It's the fact he has stun. So not only does he have that stamina leak combo, he also has stun skills, making him really versatile. And he's immune to blind. So yeah, he's definitely worth getting too. I recommend those first 3 I mentioned: Rochanne, Rockham, Rocksteiger, and then the next monster on the list is Rockadona. And I just wrote in my notes that this monster is not good, so I'm going to scroll real quick and see why I wrote that. Gives haste, multiple enemies, attacks multiple enemies, gives haste, is special. Okay. Yeah, I guess just looking at the skills, there was nothing too special about it. It has shields. Yeah, just nothing, you know, no stun skills, no healing life. So I'm skipping him. Moving on to Rockidson. Stats same, immune to stun, that's good. And I think that's the only thing I wrote that was good about him. He's immune to stun. He's thunder, let's see, he can blind. Most thunder monsters have blind. So at best, he has a blind skill with 1 turn cooldown. He has a mini shield to himself. High earth damage, but again, when we compare him to that monster that was magic, Rocksteiger, no, the other one, Rockham, he has a 60 damage skill that gives stamina leak and drains an automatic 20% stamina and 0 cooldown. So if I could choose between these two, I don't really care about a 60 damage move with 1 turn cooldown. So we're skipping him too. Going to Rockaggio, and stats similar, immune to daze. So I think I'd rather have immune to blind or immune to stun. I also wrote the only good thing about this monster is he has 2 stun skills. So let's check him out. Divine Tackle, Aggressive Defense, same moves as the other one. He has a shield, which it's a 40% shield, so it's take your pick, but that's all I wrote. The 2 stuns are good. Skipping him. Also going on to Rockarito. Rockarito stats similar to all the other ones. And for him I wrote he has a 50 damage, 0 cooldown, stamina leak, and 20% energy drain skill. So he has the same skill as Rocksteiger. Here it is. El Santo shot. And then he also has this possession, so he's also kind of really similar to Rocksteiger, except he doesn't have the added stun skills, which makes Rocksteiger good. So there's that. He does have fatigue, removes 25% of energy, which is a really good move to use after you've done El Santo shot, and they already have stamina leak, and you already took an initial 20%. So there's him. He's probably the 4th monster I'd recommend getting. And then we have the last 2. So we have Rock-LiSun and we have Rockamura. So Rock-LiSun, immune to burning. I have nothing written in my notes about him being good, so let's see why that is. Red Devils, daze, mini shield, 1 stun skill, daze, oh, damage reduction and slow, 50% chance though, it's probably will never hit. So he has 1 stun skill at best. Immune to burning is not a good trait. Moving on, let's see, Rockamura. Harden is a really good trait. Since he's water, he's probably gonna have some sort of not deny move, probably some healing move. Let's see. He has this last defender like another monster we previously saw. Here it is. Heals 35% of life, clears all negative effects on all teams. So this is probably the 50%. So yeah, all these monsters have very, very similar skills. So then it just goes down to who has a better combination of skills and who has a better trait, because stats are pretty similar. So in my opinion, there's 3 main monsters you want to get, and that would be Rochanne, Rockham, Rocksteiger, and I forgot who the 4th one was. But yeah, that's basically a pretty quick analysis on each of those monsters. And yeah, good luck to all of you in the event. I hope you guys get whoever you want to get, and I'll see you guys next time.